Hey there everybody, welcome to GMG, where we talk about simple life topics and we randomly give away $100 every month. This week we're going to talk about what is love. So before I get into that subject, I want to announce last week's winner. Last week was a giveaway week and we ask if you leave a comment on the video, you are in the running to win $100. And this week's winner is Miranda Porter. Thanks for commenting, Miranda. We will get in touch with you. We'll send you some guidelines and $100. $100! For everyone else who left a comment on that video, we appreciate you leaving the comment, and we encourage you to continue to watch and comment on our videos because God has a plan for you. I wish I could give everybody $100 every week, but we're not there yet. Maybe someday. Anyways, on to today's message. What is love? This week's topic is based on 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 through 7. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. This is the age-old Bible verse about love. And there's so many different flavors of what love really is that let's talk about each one individually. So to put this into context, when we talk about love, we aren't talking about just the love that we have with our spouse or the love that we have with a family member. This is love at its core. This is love like Christ has for the world, like God has for his children. It is unconditional love that is always there and always never failing. So when we talk about love today, we're going to talk about it in the context of love that we should have for everyone, like Christ has for his children and for his followers and for all of the world. So the first piece is love is patient. When you're in line at the grocery store or you're in line at the DMV, the Secretary of State, be patient. Don't get angry at the person behind the counter or the people in front of you. Have patience because it is a sign of love to those around you. And parents, with your children, when they're telling you a story that they've already told you 100 times, or they're telling you about school or something that's just really not that interesting, have patience and listen. The next piece, love is kind. Again, beyond just your spouse or your family, being kind and reaching out to others. So when you see somebody who's hurting or crying, ask them if they're okay. Sit next to them, listen to them, and hear them out. Put your hand on their shoulder and show them kindness, like Christ would have showed you if he found you in that same situation. And the next piece, love does not envy. So this goes back to a theme that we've had for the past few messages about these types of habits or feelings inside of you. They warp your character, and they're not good for you. So being envious of someone isn't good for you. The grass isn't always as green as it seems on the other side. So don't be envious of your neighbor who has a big house or a fancy car, because his life probably isn't as flashy as it looks. True love is being content with what God has given you. All right, the next piece, love does not boast. When we come home from work or we come home from what we've been doing that day or that week, what we want to talk about is what we've been doing. Love is not meant to sit and brag about yourself. I did this and I did that. Well, I make all the money. Well, I take care of the kids. That's not what love is. Love is seeking the other person and seeking out what they've done and being tender and gentle and kind with them. So now on to pride. Love is not proud. And pride is simply the thought that produces boasting, the words that are bragging. If you watched our video recently, the you are what you think, it starts up here in your head and it turns into a word and it turns into an action. Pretty soon it becomes your character. And this is where love at its core is truly not prideful. It does not think about how I am better than others around me, how I am better than my spouse, how I am better than a stranger on the street. Whether it's a material thing or it's a spiritual thing, you cannot compare yourself to others. The only standard you can compare yourself to is Christ. And that is how we can avoid pride. Love does not dishonor others. Dishonoring just means to bring shame or disgrace to that person. This Bible verse is telling us that love does not dishonor others. What it speaks to is that love itself, love as what God is, wants you to not dishonor others. We do it because it's showing love to those people. Love is not self-seeking. Love is about giving to others. Give out your love. Share it with the world, and don't think about what you're going to get back for it. Love is not easily angered. Love is not anger, and anger is not love. So I can't possibly be mad at you and tell you that I'm mad because I love you. It doesn't make any sense because of the concepts. Let love overcome your anger. When you get mad or you have a short temper for something, take a deep breath and step back and don't take it out on the person that you're with. And love keeps no record of wrongs. It doesn't keep a score, it doesn't keep track. And so if your loved one or a friend of yours has done something wrong in the past to you, you should have forgiven them and let it go. You don't keep a track record of those things and then bring them up when you get angry now. That's not how a true relationship that is based on love should work. So when things go wrong in the past, forgive them, move on, and forget about it. This is my favorite one because it's super easy. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. So be honest, be truthful, and don't lie. lie. Love always protects, trusts, hopes, and perseveres. So always protect out of love. Trust others until you have a really good reason not to. Always be hopeful of things to come and never give up, because that is what love does. So in summary, God is love. All of those things that love is, God is also. God is not self-seeking. He is not easily angered. He rejoices in the truth and not in evil. He does not boast. He is not prideful. All of those things that we just talked about, that's what God is. And so therefore we have that inside of us as well. And we need to bring it out and put it on the outside and not just on the inside. So today's current event, it's a very relevant one because it's about a veteran of our country. And so his name is Mark. He lives on a couch. He's homeless. He was sick. He was mentally disabled. And he happened to run into a loving man in a KFC. Ed Green was in that KFC and he saw Mark and thought, I'll buy him some chicken. It didn't take long for their discussion to lead to the fact that Mark was homeless. He was dirty. His hair was long and greasy and matted. And he just looked sick. You could just tell. Ed found out that Mark was living in the woods on a couch. Ed wondered, how could anybody that was a human let another person live like this? So Ed made it his personal commitment to God that he was going to take care of him and see through whatever it was that God had in store for him. Ed took Mark to a hotel right away and tried to put him up, and the hotel quickly said he can't stay here because of some of his health issues. And so Ed took Mark in and started to take care of him, driving him around, helping him clean himself and brush his teeth, and he just reached out and he showed kindness like no other. And he didn't do it for his own gain, and he isn't bragging about doing it, but he's helping so much. And in the end, what happened was that Ed finally got Mark hooked up with a group of Marines who were in a caretaker's home. They're being taken care of. And the caretaker there stated it so well when he said that love is the most powerful thing in the world. It isn't weak. Love is powerful. And we're all brothers and sisters. And we need to show love to one another and take care of each other. God bless you, Ed. You've been a perfect example of all of the things that we described as love. And I respect that. So check out the link down in the description if you want to go watch that video. It choked me up, brought tears to my eyes. It is amazing to see this video. You have to go watch it. And now on to today's fun facts. Did you know lachinophobia is the fear of vegetables? Anatidaphobia is the fear of being watched by a duck. Aerophobia, the fear of swallowing air. Vestiophobia, the fear of clothes. Those are the people at the nude beach. See if I can even say this. Hippopotamonstrosis quipedaliophobia is the fear of long words. So try telling somebody that you have that fear. Didascalionophobia is the fear of school. And this is why you can never find a parking spot at the grocery store that's close to the doors. Everybody has stasibassophobia. It's the fear of walking. Linonophobia is the fear of string. Verbophobia, the fear of words. I'm sure that person is a real conversationalist. So with all of these crazy fears that you've learned about, the question of the week. What is the strangest thing you're afraid of? Toothpaste? Being watched by a duck? Refrigerators? Let us know what you think down in the comments. Tell us what you're afraid of, or if you have one of these strange fears that we just talked about that I won't be able to pronounce again. And let me mention the kingdom assignment one more time. This week's winner is Miranda Porter. Congratulations again, Miranda. We'll be sending you $100. And just so everybody knows, the kingdom assignment is where we take that $100 and we go out and we spread God's word with it. We do something good for his kingdom. And so every month we randomly pick a video to be a giveaway video. We give away that $100. Later this week or next week, I'll be sharing with you what one of our past winners has done with their money. So if you haven't seen our other videos, check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com/getmoregod. We also take comments on our Facebook page at facebook.com/getmoregod. That also counts to get you in the winning. We appreciate you spending the time watching this video with us. We love it if you share this with your friends. Tell everybody else about it. We want to give away as much money as we can, and we want to spread the word of God as far as we can. Wouldn't it be awesome if everybody loved the way we talked about love today? The world would be a much better place, wouldn't it? Now at the end of the video is what we'll have. It's going to be links to a bunch of our other videos. There'll be a subscribe button. Just click on it. That way you'll get an email every time we post a video. So go to our channel at youtube.com/getmoregod where you can find everything we're talking about. Thanks again, folks. Have a great week. God bless you all. Question is, why are you just sitting there watching this and not commenting? We're giving away $100 this week to somebody who leaves a comment. Last week, hardly anybody commented, which means your odds of winning were fantastic. This week will probably be the same. So leave a comment down below and tell us why you're not leaving comments down below. There's this age-old saying that you should watch your thoughts, for they become your words, and watch your words, for they become your actions, and watch your actions, for they become your habits. And watch your habits, for they become your character. Watch your character, for it becomes your destiny. In Nebraska, it's not legal for a tavern owner to serve beer unless a nice kettle of soup is brewing. I don't get it. So now on to today's fun fact. Did you know that a fast food meal, a soda, a burger, and fries, is equivalent in calorie count to a full grocery cart of fruits and vegetables? That's crazy. Recycling one glass jar saves enough energy to watch TV for 3 hours. That's nuts! The phrase "do not be afraid" appears 365 times in the Bible. That's one time for each day. That means that every day we need to remember not to be afraid. And we need to remember this because we also have to remember that God's plan for us is the right plan. And no matter what happens, He's doing it for the right reasons.